Stay focused.
I will prevail.
I am Ferdinand von Ayer. Battle.
That's my cue. I will get the victory.
Put me in there.
As you wish.
Oh no.
Predictable. Can't get ahead of myself.
Well, how was that? All roses have thorns. Not... disappointing, but I will...
no hesitation. You fought well. You require aid?
I'll send you flying! Right makes might, right?
Admiration. I will not be stopping.
Hardly worth my time. Watch and learn.
Failure is not an option.
Huh. Victory.
You could have at least tried. Another. Yeah, it worked!
Should I have held back? Another step forward. The glory of progress.
Now you know your limits.
Back to the fray. Predictable. It's over.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
My thanks.
Well done. You have my thanks.
My thank you.
This weather is unfortunate. Those villagers were right when they said a storm was brewing, but they were more afraid of an attack than they were of the storm. Let's end this quickly.
The thieves have taken Conan Tower as their base. There it is in the distance.
Miklon must be more skilled than your average thief to have overtaken a place like that.
This area was the site of a massive battle several hundred years ago, when invasions from the north were at their peak. This tower was built for both surveillance and defense. It will be difficult to seize it.
You know your history, Gilbert. If I recall correctly, you're from the kingdom, aren't you?
I left my home long ago. If you have any questions about the mission, I'd be happy to answer them. House Gautier has always placed great importance on whether or not someone bears a crest. Margrave Gautier has 2 sons. A crest never manifested for his eldest. It's not hard to imagine why he left and wound up in this sort of life.
There's no reason that crests should have the power to dictate someone's destiny. Don't you agree, Gilbert? He was just another victim of cruelty, forsaken by the goddess, who now demands his execution.
Thanks so much.
Much appreciated.
Thank you very much.
The enemy is close by. We're almost to the top floor.
They have nowhere left to flee, so the situation is in our favor. All we have to do is chase them down. I will prevail.
Battle. Stay focused.
Oh no.
As you wish.
I will get the victory. That's my cue.
I am Ferdinand von Ayer.
Put me in there.
Don't waste my time! Witness my power!
Watch and learn.
Anywhere I can hide.
Any
Enemies approach from the lower floors. Watch the rear flank.
This is my duty.
Hardly worth my time.
Failure is not an option.
Still raring to go.
The no-
I will remove you! My heart is full of victory.
Reassuring.
Put me in there.
Here we go.
It's an ambush.
Is that all? You're weak.
Let's think carefully.
Not enough. Child's play.
As expected.
No one makes it past me. Pretty. I owe you one.
This is our chance.
Well done.
How long?
It's time.
I'll be fine.
soft! Not enough!
Damn it!
I'd rather be napping.
Now's our chance.
Have I earned your scorn?
That's my cue.
I'll be fine.
This battle.
Thanks for helping.
How?
Oh no.
I am Ferdinand von Ayer.
As you wish.
I will prevail. I must.
I will get the victory.
Stay focused. You've got to try.
Child's play. You're soft.
Oh, Bernie. You're... Oh no.
I am Ferdinand von Ayer.
That's my cue.
Stay focused.
Battle.
I'll be fine.
What a thrill!
I will get the victory.
I will prevail. We won't hold back. I'm...
As you wish.
Child! Come! You're soft!
Should I have held back?
I have an idea.
Put me in there.
What a jump!
Be mindful.
I will not be stopping. War.
Witness my power.
Stay focused.
Think this through.
You worked hard for nothing. Annie.
Yeah, it worked! I'm just...
The mark of nobility. Seems simple enough.
Thanks.
I will prevail.
Child's play! Not enough! Child's play! Not enough!
It's time.
Now you know your limits.
So, you think you can take the lance from me, huh? You've grown careless.
Not bad for your kind. A bunch of spoiled, rotten children. What the hell? Dad, look at that! I'm out of here! Hold on! No! Ah!
That form. Oh my. Is this your first time fighting such a thing? Then listen well to what I say. An evil power has caused them to grow quite large. Their life force is beyond a mortal like yourself. You cannot win unless you fell them twice, or even thrice. Even if you've cornered one, you cannot let your guard down. those things are even worse. Can you see that barrier? It is surrounded by great power. You must break through to fight that thing. A strong attack or gambit might help to break through more quickly. If you can break the barrier, that power will have nowhere else to go, and that will likely cause confusion for that thing. It cannot counter while confused, which means that is the best time to attack. If you break down all of their barriers, not only will they be confused, they will not be able to move without the power flowing around them. They will not be able to restore their barrier. They have such might that they will not fear you alone. But a battalion, attack them with a gambit to draw their attention and force them to target you. Be on your guard when they have realized their full power. The damage caused at times like that is not contained to just once they have charged some power up. Their barriers will be restored. Distract them with a gambit, or just take them down. But you should be conquering that thing instead of talking to me.
Such is the fate of one whose life is corrupted by a crest stone. The least we can do is put in.
Well done.
I have yet to...
Got to try.
here to help.
Think this'll work?
Sweet of you. I'd rather retreat.
Be mindful.
Still raring to go.
This is going to hurt, okay?
Goddess. The beast is gone, yet Miquelon and the lance remain.
It is done. Let's retrieve the lance and depart.
That man. His form was changed. It was as though that lance was swallowing him whole. Upon that sight, it makes sense that your students were upset. I wonder if those relics truly hide such power. Yet even still, that power seems familiar. That form as well, as one who wields the sword of the Creator. Does that mean you possess that power too?
Professor, you have returned. The goddess is indeed generous with her divine protection. I have already heard Gilbert's report about what happened. See to it that you keep what transpired at the tower to yourself. People would lose faith in the nobles should rumors spread of one using a relic and transforming into a monster. All regions of Fodland would fall into chaos. We must avoid that at all. Please ensure the students who accompanied you under... His transformation into a black beast was nothing short of divine punishment for someone arrogant and foolish enough to use a hero's relic, even... Of course. That is why we rushed to recover it. Sadly, the church will formally return the lance to House Gautier, if you would. You have my gratitude. Please report back. I will tell you of your new mission for the...
I assume the Archbishop was pleased with your performance. Did you return the Lance of Ruin? I keep thinking about what Gilbert told us. Yes, Miklon was discarded by his family because he was born without a crest. Eventually, he became a masterful thief and gathered enough ruffians to capture a fortress. Right or wrong, he was a gifted leader. He could have been a great asset to Fodlan. It's true that a crest can increase your magical abilities and allow you to wield the full might of a hero's relic, but one cannot measure a leader's worth based solely on whether or not they bear a crest. There are plenty of talented people in this world without one. People believe crests are blessings from the goddess, that they're necessary to maintain order in Fodlan. But the people are wrong. Crests are to blame for this brutal, irrational world we live in. Their power is granted only to a select few, whom we elevate and allow to rule the world. Have you ever wondered if the only way to create a truly free world is to dispense with the goddess and the crests? Do that, and people will have no choice but to rise and fall by their own merits.
Lady Edelgard, I question whether you revealed too much to the professor.
Perhaps I did.
It is true that our teacher possesses a rare talent. Even I cannot deny it. The ability to wield the sword of the Creator is concerning.
I've already explained this to you. My power alone is insufficient. That's why I'm borrowing power from those people. If our teacher can wield it in my stead, I believe that would be for the best.
It's a risk. A dangerous one. You leave me no choice but to take matters into my own hands. It's a risk. Please excuse me.
I can't hide from the truth. I can't do all that I must on my own. If all I can rely on is my own ambition, my path won't be easy. Is it so risky to reach out my hand? Father, I swear I will not stop until I succeed. My regret, my grief, my whole life, I've thrown it all away into the darkness.
Professor, you have done well to come. You have shown exceptional skill in leading your students. Just as I expected, you have mastered the sword of the Creator. Now then, I shall tell you about your mission for the coming month.
Archbishop!
Seteth, what troubles you?
Flayn is missing. I cannot find her anywhere. Professor, have you seen Flayn recently? I have searched everywhere. Where could she be? She may be in danger.
Calm yourself, Seteth. Professor, we shall continue our discussion another time.
Part 1. White Clouds. Horsebow Moon. Rumors of a Reaper. As cold air begins to creep in from the north of Fargus, Fodlan welcomes the riches of fall. The women spend their days reaping the golden fields, gratefully embracing the bounty the goddess has once again provided. The men venture into the wilds with horse bows and empty sacks ready to be filled with game.
As I believe you are already aware, Seteth's younger sister Flane has gone missing. At present, all we know for certain is that she has not left Garreg Mach.
Flane is not the type of person to just wander off on her own without telling. We have searched the monastery thoroughly, but have found nothing. I am now mobilizing the knights to begin searching the town. Troubling rumors have been running rampant lately. I do not wish to consider...
There are rumors of someone prowling the streets and attacking innocents. The knights have investigated the matter. They have not discovered any remains, nor have they found any...
The people are panicked. They all insist someone called the Death Knight is coming to claim their souls with his blade. There is no way she could have escaped unscathed if she were captured by such a...
Seteth, recall that impatience begets error. I think of your sister as family. You have my support. We will devote ourselves fully. Professor, your mission for this month is to help. The knights have the town covered, so I ask that you focus. We do not have time to...
Flane has gone missing? Most unsettling.
It doesn't seem likely that she's simply gotten lost. I'll help in any way that I can.
So, our mission this month is to find her? Well then, let us hurry and locate her before anyone else.
I hope Flane is okay. You can't think like that, Byrne. Seteth would have a heart attack if he heard you.
I've heard that she has a crest, but I suppose...
We'll start by gathering information.
Right. If we...
You have my thanks for... I have gratitude. It's needing sweetness. What? Yes. 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 Inspirational. The ocean is far from Garreg. I have regret. I will be waiting.
To think that Flame would disappear? I haven't much to go off of, and perhaps it's up, but something has been bothering me for a while about Gilbert. I also noticed him staring intently at Annette once.
I don't know if she ran off or got kidnapped, that's it. I can't... Where do I start? Yeah, that's definitely mine. You really saved me with this. Yeah, that's definitely mine. You really saved me with this.
Ugh. There, see? Maybe Flame just wanted to be alone. Come to think of it. I've been looking for... There, maybe come to think...
Professor!
Hey, Professor, have you seen... I saw her running off somewhere in a terrible hurry. I wonder if it has anything to do with Flame's disappearance. Do you... Oh, yes. Didn't you know? She was the senior diva.
Flame was child-napped. That is what you are thinking? I must have it. Shamir is a knight not like other knights. Her movements are being reminders of before she was here.
I had lost... Do you really think Flame was kidnapped? Do you think she ran off on her own? Oh, you want me? I'm already having so much...
I've only ever spoken to Flame a handful of times. She always seems so naive about the ways of the world. I'm worried about her. Yes, I'm afraid so.
Ow! Ingrid just about slapped the teeth out of my head. All I did was suggest that Flame might have eloped. Insensitive. Oh, that's mine.
I hope Flame isn't going hungry. If someone really kidnapped her, I'll never forgive them. Now that I think about it, I saw Eloise hanging out by the pond not too long ago. He was always getting into trouble for trying to talk. It's probably a crazy thought, but...
A beautiful, delicate maiden vanishing into thin air. If it were a book, we would have no need to worry. She would be rescued presently by a Do you have any idea as to where she might be? Where she might have wandered off to? The greenhouse.
Professor! The monastery has been turned upside down. I wonder if we're still going to have the Battle of the Eagle and Lion next. It's a yearly tradition, but with things the way they are, at any rate.
Oh, you're looking for Flame's... I can't say anything for sure, but I do... There's something about how he's handling his blade like... It couldn't hurt to try. At this hour, I think you'll find him
Hello.
If Flame were taken hostage, I expect we would have received... Perhaps this is not a kidnapping at all. Do you suppose she could... If that is the case, it is unlikely that we will find her anywhere in the... Oh, most...
I bet Flame ran away. She couldn't stand being held back by Seth. I can empathize. I know what it's like to have an overbearing big brother.
Flame's gone missing. If it were an ordinary kidnapping, you'd think there'd be a demand for ransom or something by now.
We must begin our search for Flame. If she ran off of her own free will, that's for her sake. I suggest we assume who benefits. Let's gather all the information. I have a favor to ask.
Professor!
Hey, Professor, I saw her running off somewhere in a I wonder if it has anything to do with Flane's disappearance. Do you know? Oh. How did you know?
I hope, now that I think he was all, it's probably... Oh!
Reflecting on it now, Flane has always seemed... She appears young, yet there's something about her that seems much older than her years suggest. And she's quite wise, but also surprisingly naive. You might be right. Hey!
Where could Flame have gone? Do you think she's really been— I hear Tomas has been going around, but he's probably— though it wasn't just Flame. Oh, that's my—
I have thoroughly surveyed the entire monastery, and yet I have not found a single trace of evidence that perhaps we must seek out personal recounts rather than physical evidence. In any case,
I've heard the monastery is full if there is no sign of Flame's whatever has happened.
Did you hear about Flame? Some of the lower-ranked knights are searching for her and— What? Yuritsa? What would make you suspect him? I see.
I hope you're up for a challenge.
Okay.
We must begin our search. If she went for her sake, let's gather all—
Dear Goddess, please watch over Flame. May I ask a favor?
I've served here at Garrick Mach in some capacity, but after all that time, even I— searching the entire interior, it makes you wonder who— There are fragments of records remaining from its original construction.
What? Professor, have you still not found any leads regarding Flayn's whereabouts? I have looked everywhere. Not even the knights on guard have seen anything. I too care for. May the goddess protect.
Whoa. I can only imagine how worried Seth must be, but I was originally assigned to investigate those reports of the Death Knight in the town. When I think how many more victims that dastard might claim, oh, I'm sorry. That was insensitive. We're all under a lot.
Let's see. I can't believe Flayn just disappeared. Oh, our Alois and Shamir and all the knights are... I can't believe... Oh, Alois... Thanks, Professor.
Professor! Impressive. Nice work.
Hey there, Professor. Did you want to talk? What? Me? Abduct Flayn? You can't really believe I did that. Well, I was too scared to even look. I could...
Professor!
Hey. Hello.
Hello there.
Flayn? No, I haven't seen her. She's been abducted.
Oh, you're looking for her. So I just recently learned she has a crest. If it was a particularly rare crest, I could imagine. Oh, no, I'm not accusing.
Professor! I saw him. He was just like the rumors say, all covered in jet. You don't think he has something to do with...
That's,
Hey!
Well...
I didn't mean to trouble you.
This might be the first time I've ever seen... If poor Flame was... I personally think the clear suspect is that miscreant from Dusker.
Young Flame's disappearance. What? Who would suspect me? You know what? Flame's crest, the major crest of Sethlene, is rare.
If Flame has been taken hostage, then we know she is alive. There would be no point to abducting her if that's only logical.
There have been a lot of rumors swirling around lately about a Death Knight who kidnaps people from the nearby town. You don't think Flame was, you know, do you? Whether the rumors are true or...
A moment, please.
What is it? Is something the matter? I will do what I can. It seems that you are a bit suspicious of me. I was away from the monastery. I have spent more than 4 decades in total, yet it was not until recent. It is only natural to be curious.
I heard something like this happen Neither the culprit nor the missing student were ever found last time. Some people say it was the work of evil spirits. I thought the same. That is all I can ask. She would never have left the monastery of her own volition. What?
Hey, you.
Miss Flane's whereabouts? We do not seem to... I am one of the suspects. Well, hopefully I can lay your suspicions to rest. Do you know of my, let's call it, unique... I was once a knight. If Ingrid believes she saw me before, if Annette is... She is my... Miss Flane, we do not... I am... Well, hopefully I can lay your suspicion. I was once... If Ingrid... Annette is...
Because of Flane's disappearance, all of the knights are searching but we haven't found a single lead. Sedith's face is getting... What's that? You're looking for Manuela? She was carrying something. A mask of some sort. I'm not close to the guy, so
Oh? What brings you here? Is this about Flane? You find me suspicious. I was somewhere else. I understand that but that hardly links. What brings... Is this about Flane? but that hard...
Right.
Professor, I knew I could count on you. Manuela? We'll have to speak with both of them. Yuritsa is likely at the training grounds, or in his...
Young what? Who would Flames?
Professor, let me sing for you.
I may sound terrible, but you won't...
I still have much to learn.
Professor.
May the god...
It's fun!
A little more secret.
She would never...
Because of, but we haven't. What's that? She was carrying something. A mask of some sort. I'm not close.
Ah, I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
It'll be an easy...
Okay.
We're on a...
Ah, it's clear. With this idea, I may be able to get the one-up on Edelgard.
This again.
Hubert! I wish you would not sneak up on me like...
Maybe you would be more perceptive if your mind were less burdened by sedition.
Sedition? Absurd. This is an important project.
Yes, I heard. A new way to prove how superior. She is not your rival, Ferdinand. A noble like you ought to know it.
Anything is better than being a noble like you. Every time you open your mouth, it's Lady Edelgard this or Lady Edelgard that. You follow her around like a pet. You spend all of your time fretting over her. And yet you never truly express an opinion of your own. Before you reprimand me, take a moment.
Your nonsense is tiresome. So I hope this will be the last time Lady Edelgard is the Imperial Princess. You are merely the Prime Minister's son.
Yes, I understand that. But my duty is to guide her, to give frank advice when she is on the... That is what I strive. Thus my devotion to surpass Edelgard. So that if she needs guidance, I will be prepared to give it. If you think it is tiresome to have a mind of your own...
Does the river of filth pouring out of your mouth ever... Your obsession with all things super... It's no use. You're hopeless. I'll take my leave.
I have nothing more to say to you. Get out of here.
Well, this is fascinating. Following this equation...
Linhardt. Here again I see.
Go away, Hubert. Now is not a good time. Ah, yes. The double line becomes a helix, and its arc... No, that cannot...
Now is exactly the time. Lady Edelgard requests your presence. Come. The lecture is about to start.
Politely inform her that my research is vastly more important than... Whatever it is she has.
While your passion may be admirable, it is sadly misdirected. This matter takes priority. Return to your hobby when your duty is done.
Hobby? This research will most certainly prove useful in the future.
The Empire requires you to be useful now. I should think you would want the same. You have an almost unparalleled intellect, a singular focus, and unfettered In truth, you have talents that many, including myself...
Are you complimenting me, Hubert?
Let me finish. I haven't an ounce of respect for which changes, frequently I might add, with no rhyme, reason, or... Learn to apply yourself to something constructive.
That sounds suspiciously as if you're not. I just want to live a life doing things that interest me.
That is unacceptable. Her Highness will soon ascend the throne. She is attempting to deal with such noble privilege head-on.
You have a point, and I understand where you're but I can't do it. I can't bring myself to work for someone else.
Pathetic. Keep to your book.
You're looking pretty tired, Linhart. I think you could use a little more of the fighting spirit.
I believe you have enough fighting spirit for the both of us.
Enough? There's no such thing. You need as much as you can get if you're gonna train.
I'd rather pace myself. You're becoming too much like your father. I still recall with startling clarity the time he forced me to do some training.
Ha! I remember your father wasn't too happy about that. Our fathers actually got into a fight over it.
They hate one another so much. I simply cannot fathom what's wrong with the two of them.
I wish they'd just have it out already. One big fight to settle things. My father would win, obviously, but it would still be fun.
That would be rather cruel. I don't think anyone in Fodlan could beat up your father. My father does have the height advantage.
Height advantage?
When two opponents are of similar strength, the one with the height advantage...
Whoever forces the other to submit wins. That's how fighting works.
Brute strength alone doesn't decide a fight. Longer limbs equates to a longer reach. Taller people can hit you from farther away. Oh, and they have more leg strength. There's also that... Well, I'm bored explaining.
No, I don't get it. Now you're talking about limb length and reach? None of that matters when you're up close and brawling.
You know, I'm going to agree with you just so I don't have to keep talking.
If you've got something else to say, then come out and say it. Actually, no, some of those new knights look pretty tall. I'll fight one just for you.
And off he goes.
They're all so strong.
So it's as I said then, isn't it? The tallest fighter has the advantage. And my fault.
La 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 la. Such lovely weather for painting.
Bernadetta?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
It's just me, Linhart.
Painting! Just painting. Not important. Am I in your way? I'm in your way. I'll just go. I'm going.
No need for all that. I'll stay quiet and still so as not to bother you. If you want to go...
No.
Say, aren't you usually holed up inside?
I'm sorry. You're mad, aren't you? You look really mad.
Mad? At you? Never. I fantasize about shutting myself in my room and however, I wouldn't be able to perform...
What? You admire me? Nah! No way. I know a trick when I see one. What are you plotting? So you want to copy me, is that it? And what's a copy do with the original? Replace it! I've got you figured out. I won't just sit back and take it. I'll fight you!
What? That's not...
This is lovely.
Dorothea.
I was thinking of relaxing here, but it looks as if someone else is taking a nap in public like this. Really, Lynn?
You do know I am of...
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just teasing. You never do act very noble.
Each person must follow their own way. Even if some of the more pretentious nobles like to poke fun at my ways.
Doesn't that bother you? I mean, really? It doesn't hurt your pride or anything?
What use is pride? It doesn't feed nor clothe you. It offers...
First time I've heard a noble say something like that.
Well, most nobles are... oh, what is the polite way to say it? Fools. Yes, they are fools. My father is the Minister of Domestic Affairs, and he has pride enough for the both of us. For example, did you know he and the Minister of Military Affairs cannot get along, although they value each other greatly? His pride gets in the way, so he can't make amends. That is why there is discord between civil ministers and military officers in the Empire. And so pride serves no good purpose in politics.
I wonder if bad blood between civil and military leaders is somewhat unavoidable. The Minister of Domestic Affairs is in charge of all civil officials, so if they just give in easily, they're I get the feeling that if your pride isn't equal to the responsibility you bear, then also, I happen to think pride can be quite charming.
And how necessary is charm? It just gets in the way.
If you lack charm, nobody will give...
Right, which means more time for napping.
Lynn, you can't really believe what you're saying.
Petra, would you pause a moment?
Yes? Are you wanting something?
I was observing your spear work, and I wonder if you don't think your transitions are sloppy. The way you move your arm before a strong thrust hinders your movement and slows your spear on its way.
Which arm? My left or right?
I think the right. No, actually it's both.
I am not understanding.
Demonstrate? No, I'd hate to...
But I must correct this, or are you unable to do?
I am more of a theorist than a practitioner. I advise and you implement.
Then... please advise again.
It's all quite simple. Sometimes you make a big stab downwards, right? Before that, you lift. At that point, you sort of let the tension go and stop. It ruins the momentum of the...
How can I be lifting up with
It's the arm movement that's extraneous. Calculate the locus of the spear and the elasticity of the muscles.
Locus? Please. If you are showing me, I will learn...
I won't waste your time with such demonstrations. Besides, I need to go now.
Linhart only likes talking.
Another fine day.
Bernadetta, I have something to discuss.
What? I didn't do anything.
No need to be defensive. I am not angry.
Oh, you definitely are. I can tell. Just get it over with. What did I do?
You did not do anything. Look, just breathe, will you?
Can't breathe.
I see that you are struggling. I just wanted to discuss how you are always hiding. It seems like something must be troubling you. For you to shut yourself. If something is the matter, maybe I can help.
No thanks. I'm fine. See?
Do you not realize that life is passing you by? There is a whole world waiting for you out there. The social life of a...
Just stop it. I'm not interested.
Bernadetta, this is I beg you to take my hand. Otherwise,
What am I actually like being alone? Is that so hard to imagine? It's none of your business. Get lost! Oh.
Ouch.
Oh, no.
I do not wish to hurt.
No, I'm done.
Maybe I should just come back.
Just looking at these, it's like all the terrible parts of the day just... If only people could be more like flowers.
What's Bern doing? She looks like there's something wrong.
All these nobles are just terrifying. And the commoners? Just look at Dorothea. So there's no way someone like me could ever be...
Bern, are you okay? So just the part about you wishing you could get along with some... Seriously now, you have to tell me. Who...
No, I was actually thinking about...
Me? I thought we already were friends.
That's not what I mean. I thought it would be great, but old memories just get in the way.
Bern, whatever happened in the past, I thought we'd already been friends for a long...
Just forget it. Father would just... Wait,
Petra, you seem to be flourishing in your new environment.
Lady Edelgard, everything is well with me. Thank you for your question. Everyone shows great kindness, even while I am still learning about—
I'm glad to hear it. After all, a Brigid Royal like yourself is of vital importance to the future of the Empire. If you ever need anything, please—
If that is your want, I will rely on you if I have the need. However, I will not have that need. I can resolve any problems that occur.
I don't doubt it. Perhaps I'm worrying too much. I just don't know what I would say to your family if something were to happen.
Do not spend your worry on— You cannot shoot two birds with one arrow. Bridget and I are that second bird. Your first target is— Can you disagree?
There is certainly truth in your word. I do have ambitions that transcend all else for me. Tell me, Petra.
Huh?
I will tell you. I am Edelgard von Hresvelg, and yes, I'm attempting to do what no one else can. I'm prepared to shoot two birds, or even three, with a single arrow. That is the least of the— If you don't need my patronage, then never settle for being—
I will take your words to my heart, and you will be seeing my power. Ferdinand? Our professor is wanting to see you. He has much concentration right now.
Diplomacy has an effect upon weapons development. Oh, Petra!
A short time. You were devoting all of your attention to that book.
Forgive me, I was fully absorbed in my read. I see you have been reading as well.
I am studying the history of Fodlan.
A history book? What a keen student you are. And it's about House Hresvelg.
I am wishing to learn all about Fodlan. What is the book you—
Oh, this? This relates to a little hobby of mine. The regional history of weapons development. Militaries have to adapt their weapons according to terrain and climate. And they have to keep up with technologies in other regions.
Yes, it is interesting.
Oh, does that excite your curiosity too? Perhaps you would care to read more? This is just one of 18 volumes, and our library has the entire—
I give you my gratitude. Research of weapons could be a good reference for— Oh, please take my apologies. I was meaning to tell you that our professor is wanting to see you.
Oh, it is not like you to forget something. I suppose I ought to be going then.
Yes, it is a rarity that I forget something. But it is not impossible.
You came at just the right time, Edelgard.
Is that so?
Yes, I have a story for you. It's about a pair of nobles living about 100 years after the founding of the Adrestian Empire. One was Derek von Eyre. People called him the warrior prime minister. He bravely led soldiers into battle and mowed down his enemies. And the other
was the emperor of the time. She wagered the throne in a duel against Derek. Why don't we do what our ancestors did and have a little duel? That's what you were going to say.
You interrupted me! The warrior prime minister used a dramatic line to propose the duel, and you did not allow me to say it!
My apologies, Ferdinand.
Well, at any rate, you were correct in surmising that, but you were rather blunt.
Ferdinand, control yourself. When will you tire of challenging me in pointless competition?
I can quit now if you insist on it. I will—
You expect me to believe—
Why do you look so surprised? Of course it is not a valid duel unless both parties— Now that you have refused outright, I must come up with some—
I'm afraid to ask what you could possibly—
Only that I will find some other way of showing everyone that— I will write a handbill listing your accomplishments. Along copyists will produce thousands of these pamphlets and distribute—
This has to stop. Perhaps I should have ended things with a duel. Training again. You're certainly working hard, Casper.
Oh, Edelgard, you scared me. You should have said something.
I did, but no matter. What has you training with such intent? It's never good to neglect one's training, but overdoing it is ill-advised. You could already give any student here a battle they would—
You think so? Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I can't really stop training, though. I gotta get better if I expect to get anywhere.
If memory serves, you're the second son of House Burgley.
That's right. My older brother is the heir, and there are already too many mouths to feed in our family, so I can't count on any support. I pretty much have to make it on my own, you know?
I understand. It's difficult being born a noble. Those who inherit everything also inherit great burdens. But the same can be said of those who inherit nothing.
What are you talking about? I don't have any troubles. Who cares if I don't inherit anything? It just means I get to cut a path to my own future. You know what your problem is, Edelgard? You always have to make everything about you.
Are you picking a fight, Caspar?
Hey, now come on. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. Always happy to fight, though, if that's what you want.
I have no desire to bicker with you. Good luck with your training.
What was that about?
Hey, Adie. Uh-oh, you're scowling again. You're going to get wrinkles all over that cute face of yours if you don't smile.
Hello, Dorothea. I was just lost in thought. There are so many things to be done. To think of them makes my head ache. So many nobles of the Empire are utterly useless. When I am Emperor, I intend to appoint only those who can actually be useful. It doesn't matter if they're of noble or common birth.
Noble or common, eh? Can you really do that? I mean, not that I don't agree. I'd make all those nobles vanish if I could.
It's not a question of can or cannot. All that matters is doing it and doing it right. The nobility system has only been around for 1,200 years. The concept didn't exist before that.
Only 1,200. You always say such preposterous and yet somehow you actually make it work for you. It's like you're a character from an opera.
A character from an opera? If an opera is made about my life someday, the revolutionary who guided the Empire to a new dawn, or the foolish ruler who took her revolution too far.
Well, that all sounds pretty violent. But either way, it would make an incredible opera. Do you figure it'd be a grand action piece full of combat and strife? Or would you prefer a somber political...
Hail the mighty Edelgard, the red blood stains her story. Heavy as her crown may be, she will lead a soul to glory. To a brighter dawn we shall carry on. Hail Edelgard!
That's quite enough, Dorothea. I'm starting to feel more than a little... lovely as your voice is. Let's just hope that any operatic productions about me are still...
That settles that. And don't even think about brawling around here again.
Impressive, Caspar. Well done.
Hey, Ferdinand, did you see that fight?
I saw it from start to finish. Both parties were at fault, disturbing the peace. Then you stepped in and corrected their behavior. You are setting a good example. I am proud to call you my fellow noble.
Your fellow noble? I wasn't even thinking about nobility. That had nothing to do with it.
Excuse me, resolving conflicts among common folk is a duty.
I guess so, but it was more like instinct or something. I saw people acting out of line and...
Ah, you were acting on impulse. You might be better served following moral conviction. Take me, for example. I always bear in mind that I am a noble and behave accordingly. The fortunate must help the unfortunate. That is my guiding principle.
I never have any idea what you're talking about. If someone's in trouble, you gotta help them out. Simple as that.
A difference of opinion, you might say. Very well then. Believe what you will. I will not expend energy trying to change your mind.
Maybe all of this noble stuff just isn't for me. Hey! Don't walk away when I'm talking to you!
Ah, Dorothea. The dining hall seems so much brighter with you here.
Ferdy, I must say you are quite adept with flattery. Please, give me some more.
Flattery? No, I was not... There you go with that attitude again. Why do you reserve such cold treatment for me? Do you hate me, Dorothea? Or have you some other reason to avoid my company?
I underestimated you. I assumed your noble upbringing had dulled your perception. But you got it right on your first try.
Huh, I was right. Might I ask why you find me so
Don't waste another minute thinking about it.
That will not do. I do not think you would hate a person for no...
Perhaps. How's this? If you can guess why, I'll let you know if you're right. The brains of us common folk are so simple, it should be pretty easy for a big shot noble to sort of.
Very well. I cannot walk away from it. You are always making fun, calling me a big shot and so forth. Perhaps you think all nobles are...
Oh?
Please.
Well, let me see. A good... That ought to be enough of a clue.
A bee? I haven't the slightest...
Oh no.
I will get the victory.
Put me in there.
Stay focused.
That's my cue.
I will prevail.
Battle. I am Ferdinand von Iron. As you wish.
A great help. Now you know your limits.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
You could have at least tried. Any...
Caution is needed. Thank you.
No one makes it past me.
I will get the victory.
Now I can... What a chump.
You fought well.
We won't hold back! One...
Broke.
Failure is not an option. I've mastered this art.
Sweet of you.
Winning's always nice.
No one makes it past me. I'm getting...
is that? I can fight through anything. Yes! You should be honored. Back to the fray.
What a jump. Pretty...
All roses have thorns.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Thanks for helping. No one makes it past me.
Thank you.
Now you know your limits.
you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
I have gratitude.
Who knew this?
I'll get it. Thanks for your help. Nick!
I got it?
May I ask? Is that so?
Professor?
Oh, you did. Thanks. Delicious. What? Oh no. What? Thanks for the
Hello, Professor. You seem to be in good health. Of course. Doesn't seem intimidated. No, not at all. It's just that I find myself a little concerned for your well. You see, Lady Edelgard has taken something of an interest in. Don't be flippant. There is something you need to understand about the role I play. One of my many duties is to determine potential advantages and potential threats to her. If you prove yourself useful to Lady Edelgard. If you pose a threat. Yes, this is no joke. While I may be a student here, I am her servant first and foremost. Therefore, if an untimely demise is not to your liking, you would do well to do. I should warn you that I am far less compromised. Do not be at ease merely because you stand in her good grace. Ah, I'm beginning to see why you... My family, House Vestra, has been sworn to... Since the dawn of the Empire, we have worked to protect the Emperor by any means necessary. both in the open and in the shadows. If you incur our wrath, you will see just what I mean.
Look, Professor! We did great!
I'm getting closer.
How long will this take?
I'm closing in on expert.
I pass.